it- just going over everything that he streams here, it shows that he streams Just Chatting, Poppy Playtime, which, bro, that game looks wild. Jackbox Party Packs, which is a beloved. Phasmophobia and Metroid. Ooh, Metroid Samus Returns. That's one I should probably catch him playing sometime. And Bioshock Remastered. I think that was one that I caught him playing the other night. He was he came across that would you rather subliminal messaging thing, and it's like you see it dawn on everybody. They're just like, what? But yeah, it's good to see you guys today. Kundi Bad's always got some interesting input, and Toxic's always here for me. So, but as soon as he gets here, we'll fire up the old Discord and throw it in there. So hopefully everybody can see the limited seats in the Discord now. It's just we want to make sure that everything is like fair and balanced, and we're not getting some weird spaces. Yes, hey, Hukami, how you doing, buddy? OG Wolfie,
Hey, Hukami.
Yeah, he's been gone a minute. I have been talking to him a little bit recently, just on Facebook. But would you kindly, or no, would you rather? Oh, okay. So we're talking about would you kindly, which is the subliminal messages of Bioshock Remastered, and Toxic says, you know, would you rather stub your toe every time someone says your name, or bite your cheek, the inside of your cheek? Yeah, man. You should see a waiting room, and then we'll just drag you up. It'll be in the a new section. I sort of had to open up a little bit just so when people come in, they'll see it, and then we'll pull them up. And the only reason I did that is just because I had people that would come in the Discord and harass while I'm live. It's just, yeah, that's not cool. So there's the man of the hour. Exactly. Typing is slow. Well, that's okay, buddy. So yeah, we're gonna talk to Hundo 70 Streets.
He's in the waiting room.
Oh, okay, let's grab him up here. I can't call him Street Game. Not cool. And he shouldn't be muted. Hold on. Oh, he's self-muted. Okay. As long as I'm not. Okay, there he is. Welcome in, guy. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. All right. So I'm gonna leave it up to you if you want to, you know, put your camera on or whatnot. But I usually like do this thing where I'm like, oh wait, I'm stupid. I need to pop that out.
I'm Kedowin, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm so rude.
Nice to meet you.
That's our good guy, Kedowin. He's one of our panelists. Oh, you do? Cool, awesome. Well, that's just love all around. So, yeah, the idea is we drag people in the hot seat. No, it's not a hot seat, but like we just, and then we talk to them about, like, you know, what it is to be a small streamer and like a bunch of different things, just to kind of get to know them. Because honestly, there's a lot of good small streamers out there, and Twitch just does the dirt. Well, hello there, Toxic. Freaking screaming ass penguin. So, but Twitch does like sort of the bare minimum to get people noticed. The only way that you can get organically noticed is if somebody happens to be either browsing a game that you happen to be playing, and then scrolls down to wherever you are in the viewer count, and it is adjusted by the view count. So it's like the people with the most views are at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also I think the second contingency is if you get a hype train. I think sometimes they'll boost you to the front page. I'm not 100% on that one though.
Well, now they have that new boost train thing.
Boost train?
That I've seen. Yeah. It's kind of like a hype train, but it like boosts you out to like people's recommended feeds.
Oh. Okay. Well, that makes sense.
It's like a separate system they put in.
Okay. So, did you want to do camera tonight, or are you good with just?
It tells me I can't.
Oh, you're not. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to fix that because again, like it's just. That's weird. Okay. It's not disabled on video or anything like that. I'm going to turn it on and back off again. I don't understand why it's doing that. Maybe because the whole point is that you're able to show, like, you know, get to see you and see who you are, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Give me just one moment. Sorry, guys. Turn on my own camera. But as you can see, all I see here is, like, you know, mute, disable video, blah blah blah, and the roles. And okay, so maybe it's got something to do with this channel. Permissions. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna set specifically that you can turn it on. So hopefully, see if it'll let you do it now.
Okay, there it is.
There it goes. Sweet. Okay,
I'm
cool.
on.
Yeah. Okay. So, and Christiana Rocks comments and says, 171st Street Games is legit one of my favorite humans. Just so y'all know, he's amazeballs. So that is
She's a sweetheart. I love Christy.
she really is. She said, I'll keep you on my thoughts. Oh no, she's talking about Toxic may have to be going through spine surgery, which is never fun.
Oh.
Again. So anyway, let's learn a little about you there, buddy. I know I sent you some pre questions, I guess you could call it. But so I guess for part one, we'll just say, you know, can you tell us a little about yourself, like what you do, hobbies, work, skills, interests, backgrounds, you know, favorites, kind of a thing.
I mean, hobbies have always been video games ever since I was a little kid. I was born in '84, so we had my older brother and we had like the Atari 2600, and we got the NES, like the original old school NES. I still have one of the big front loader NESs sitting on my shelf down there. Yeah. I've got a big box of like NES cartridges out in my garage. Other than I've done a lot of different jobs over the I've been in customer service. Most notably, I was customer service for Microsoft for years. I actually flew overseas to help open a call center for them.
Whoa, that's actually kind of huge.
that was pretty neat. That was an experience I'll never forget. Out where I live, up until very recently, I was running like karaoke shows at local bars and things like that, and I just ended up getting way too burnt out on it. Every like Friday, Saturday, Sunday night, I was like hosting karaoke shows, like karaoke DJ guy. I did that out here for about 15 years or so.
Ooh.
And yeah, it just I finally was like, I can't do this anymore. And I was focusing a lot on like Twitch and the game that I'm developing. That's the other thing. I'm actually currently developing an indie game.
Oh, that's incredible. I mean, that right there alone takes an incredible amount of time and an incredible amount of work. Like,
it has.
Man, sitting around and even just writing up a concept can take people a long time. And here you are. Are you doing like the coding, the music, or like how in depth are you?
Oh, like the music I'm using, like stuff that I'm licensing. I'm licensing the music for it. I can't compose music at all. I'm licensing music. Like I'm purchasing licensing for music for the game. I'm using an engine. It's a retro RPG. I'm using RPG Maker MV.
Okay.
But I'm using a lot of different plugins, and I'm using a lot of like my own custom like artwork and things like that within it to actually like flesh it out more. It's got like a whole quest system. It's gonna be a pretty long game. There's actually a demo on Steam for the very first part of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome. So, from what you're saying, you're kind of like taking and using their framework and putting your own assets into it and making it your own.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's something to really be proud of. So to go into it a little bit more, I'm sorry, Kidwin, do you have a question?
I was just saying that's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
What's the name of it?
It's called Firebird: Legend of the Crystal Goddesses. It's okay. I can drop a link in a chat.
Oh yeah, please do, please do. Because honestly, that's something you don't see very often, as somebody just straight up indie developing, and especially on the small into like the indie developing, I have to say, has got to be one of the most probably frustrating things I can imagine. Oh, God,
Yeah,
the
the
freaking,
demo's
hold on
great.
a second. Let me, I don't know why. I need to add you as a VIP or something. VIP.
Oh, it
Yeah, it hawked it. It's because people come in here and trying to sell me views, man.
oh yeah, I hate that.
I'm sure you can
Wanna
relate.
be famous?
Yeah, be famous overnight. They say that it takes about, what is it, 15 years to become famous overnight. So
Sounds about right.
so go ahead and try that link again if you don't mind. There it is. Okay, so yeah, check his game out.
Okay, cool.
On Steam,
Yeah,
wishlist it.
the demo is free. Depending on how thoroughly you explore through it, it's just the first chapter of the game's story, taking maybe 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
wow.
wow, that's
Yeah,
that's actually
the whole
sizable.
story is going to be about 10 chapters.
Oh wow.
As
And
far
so,
as like the story's like broken into chapters, kind of like Final Fantasy Tactics is.
okay, and is this like if you had to like put it in as far as scope goes, like what chapter is this first 8 hours?
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1. Okay. Woo.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
It's like the inciting, basically the prologue of the story.
Wow. See, are you kind of doing it as you go, or are you like writing first and then like putting it in play?
I have everything, like I know from a macro standpoint the whole flow of the story. I know how it ends. I know the major things that happen along the way. Really where I kind of let myself go a lot is when I'm doing cutscenes for dialogue. I'll sometimes have a rough idea of like what, like, oh, with this cutscene that's coming up, I have a little thing written down, like what they're gonna say, and I'll end up just getting into my head while I'm writing it, and like really getting into each character, and it just ends up changing. I've completely changed cutscenes so much
Oh.
because I've sat there and gone, you know what, this character would actually say this right here, like this, that didn't make
Okay.
this is what the character would actually say, and
So,
like I end up, it kind of follows the same, like you end up at the same conclusion, but I end up doing a lot more like what each individual character would and wouldn't say, or how they would and wouldn't react, and like throw in interjections, like, you know what, I really think this character would probably interject here.
that makes sense. I guess you cover a lot of potential plot holes that way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool deal. Ooh, man, I know writing is not easy. Let's see. Kidwin, did you have anything you wanted to add, or carry on?
I think I had a question. I forgot it.
Oh. I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, when that happens.
Let's see. I guess let's see. What was it? The next question was, what exactly got you into streaming? What made you say, "Oh, that looks cool. I'm going to do that"?
Well, a long while back, I had a roommate I was living with, and we started doing Let's Plays on YouTube in around 2014. We had a little series we were doing on YouTube where we were playing retro games while drinking. We were calling it video gaming under the influence.
Nice.
We were trying to see the more we drank, how much harder these retro games got. We were playing like Super Mario World, inebriated, and it got. We pulled off some impressive things with alcohol in our system playing that game.
Oh my god.
And then eventually, my brother was coming around and hanging out, and me and him started doing like actual regular like Let's Plays together. We were like taking turns who was playing which game, or if it was a 2-player game, just like actual normal like Let's Play series that we were doing alongside the other one. We just kind of.
You're saying you were drinking.
No, on the one with my roommate, the one with my brother,
Okay.
we weren't.
Okay.
With me and my brother, we weren't. Those were just regular like Let's Play videos.
Okay.
Which game was the hardest to drink and play?
I want to say it was Mega Man X.
Oh god.
The final boss of Mega Man X. Oh, the final boss of Mega Man X took us an embarrassingly long amount of time. We were going back and forth, like me and my roommate, because the rule would be if it was 1-player game, you die or beat a level, you pass the controller. So me and him were just going back and forth trying to beat the final boss of Mega Man X, just dying over and over again. And we were like half in the bag and just like, how do we beat this guy?
At least passing it back and forth, you had a moment to like cool off, because if you had a rage, you just, I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a little bit in between to kind of catch a breather. And then my roommate ended up moving. We didn't really see each other much. My brother and I moved away from there. Um, and we just kind of fell off doing it. Like we weren't getting a whole lot of engagement, like, and we had other stuff that we were trying to get done. So we just kind of dropped off of it. And then, as probably a lot of people have said, when the pandemic happened, I wasn't doing a lot because the bars and everything shut down. So I wasn't working. I was like on unemployment, and I was just spending a lot of time watching Twitch. Like I made a lot of friends on Twitch just watching Twitch streams, and I started thinking, you know what? I was thinking about doing some streaming when we were on YouTube, and we never got around to doing it. I'm like, I have all this free time now, and I have like a bunch of stuff already from back then that I could kind of cannibalize into a new stream setup, get some things, and just kind of see how it goes. And I had a lot of people that I know, like my friend on here, Sweetheart Alley, my friend Melody XOX. They were both very much like, yeah, do it. Like if you've got the free time, especially because it's not like anybody's doing anything right now. Like we're all just kind of stuck in the house. They're like, if you want to pick that up and you used to enjoy doing it on YouTube, try it here. Go for it. We'll help. We'll tell people about you. Why not?
You had a street crew.
Yeah, I got everything set up. The unfortunate thing is for the first bit there, I was running on kind of an older laptop of mine as far as broadcasting. I've always had a setup where I've got a gaming computer over here, and then I had like my other laptop, my kind of not as good one that I was just using to broadcast from. So I have like an HDMI multi-tap that I have like my gaming computer and all the consoles plugged into an Elgato that runs into the broadcast computer. So basically, as far as the Elgato is concerned, my gaming computer is a console. So it just runs through the Elgato.
That's actually pretty clever.
Yeah, it saves a lot of resources. I was like, how do I save the most resources and like keep performance as good as it can be? I was like, I'm just going to use both of these laptops at the same time. Like
that makes a lot of sense, actually. I mean, I think one other streamer had mentioned that to me, and it just kind of blew over my head at the time. Yeah, that's incredible.
I was on pretty bad internet at the time. We were planning on changing internet anyway. But for the first bit there, I was on some pretty bad internet, and I was on a pretty janky old laptop. So the stream, the joke goes on like, if you hung around, you know about all like the taters, like how like I have all the emotes that are taters, and like everybody in my Discord, they're called like the tater tots or like the curly fries.
Yeah, I noticed that.
The reason my community centered around taters is because of the combination of the bad internet and the kind of older laptop. My stream would just like drop bitrate and would just become really fuzzy, like out of nowhere. Like for a little bit, it would just be like very fuzzy and dithered and blurry, and you could barely make out what was on the screen. And we just called that potato mode. Now we're in potato mode. I'm on potato internet and on a potato computer. Where stream is in potato mode now.
Flip the potato switch.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, at that point, it's just a stream mode.
Like, we just kind of sit and wait for it to subside. Like I'd have my phone sitting in front of me on a little on the actual mobile data, so I wasn't messing with my own internet. But I'd have like my stream up so I could see, because I couldn't tell in OBS when it happened. So I had my phone up so I could see if it was happening. So I go, oh shit, everybody's just seeing like cloudy colors right now. I need to hold on for a second.
I am a cloud man.
I'm a cloud man. I was like, sorry guys, we're in potato mode.
Totally going to be the boss from Kirby, that weird cloud eyeball with the.
Oh, is that a Kracko?
Yeah. I think that's his name.
Yeah, the spiky cloud with the big eyeball.
Yeah, that would laser you
I think that's Kracko.
Charge after you. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's Kracko.
That's funny that you turn it into a whole stream bit with emotes and everything.
That's taking something that would probably be very frustrating normally and putting a really positive twist on it. And
like there's no sense in like losing my mind over it, because like I can't really control it until I get better equipment. So I may as well just have a laugh about it.
I'm just saying that's a good way to turn it around and stay upbeat, positive, and keep your viewers kind of in the same vibe that you're in. So that's great, man.
So we can kind of all be in on the bit.
Absolutely. So next question. Let's see. What did the finite part of that first question though? Like, what exactly got you into streaming was literally from what you described. You were kind of pulled into it by friends and because of COVID and a bunch of other things like that.
Just back to
being trapped in. Okay.
All kind of lined up
on YouTube. Let's try doing it on Twitch.
Okay. I just want to make sure didn't miss that. Let's see.
Yeah.
And now let's see. The third question is, what do you like and dislike about streaming? Like, what is your pros and cons of streaming, if you have to call it?
I would say if I had to answer each one of those, I would say what I like about streaming is actually the community. Like, I like all of the friends, like not even just like within the people that come into my community, like in my streams and everything, but all of the other people that I can meet outside of that. Like when I raid somebody, like, I can, meet some new people there. When people come and raid me, like I always say, oh, we've got some new friends. Like it's just it's really cool how we can, like how social it is. Like all these people from all over the place, and we just are all in this one place on the internet, and we can all just like build like friendships and get to know each other and have like these communities and all like introduce our communities. Like I was in last month, I was involved in a raid train, and we were all just kind of introducing our communities to each other, and like, hey, let's just all meet all these cool new people.
That's yeah.
And I met a bunch of different streamers that I never would have known about, and then I ended up going and watching their streams. Like, oh, these streamers are pretty cool. Like, I'm glad I found out about them through this.
Yeah, and maybe they fill a niche that you scratch an itch that you have. Like, oh, I always wanted to see somebody play this. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I would say dislike. It's gonna sound weird, but I dislike promoting. Promoting it because it's just difficult and it feels like such a slog. Like I'm every day. I have like a backlog of like clips that I've like put into like videos and like Power Director and like made look all nice and fancy. And like every day I'm like I put one on TikTok and then I take the edited TikTok copy and I like throw that on Instagram, then I throw that on YouTube Shorts, then I throw it on Hover, and then I make sure that the YouTube one gets tweeted out to Twitter. And it's like just to make sure that I'm like putting myself out there.
Yeah, you want that maximum exposure.
Yeah, like I just want to make sure
like a lot of work.
We're here. Like come check it out. It does get to be a lot of work, and I try to make sure I'm like every day in there posting things and like promoting stuff and like making sure that hey, come check out my stream. Like where can I get myself seen? Where can I get people to come like join the community and have fun with us and hang out with us? Like where are the people at?
Yeah, trying to find out where the watering hole is. And these days it's just completely random, I swear. Like
it definitely can be. But I would say that's the thing I dislike the most is just trying to get eyes on the stream and trying to get people in the community. Because sometimes it's just like there's so many people in the world. Where are they?
Yeah.
they'll have a great time if they could just find this place.
Come to me, I want to entertain you.
I will give you fun. I promise fun.
And he does. Like he does
handing it out.
handing it out free.
Every Friday night. Every Friday night, community night.
Yeah, he's got his community night. Mine's on Friday, Thursday. His is on Friday. So it's like, if you want a community night, one right after the other. Huh?
We used to both be on Thursday.
Oh, was we? Okay. I wasn't sure. Did we overlap? I can't remember. Yeah. Like, let's see. Christiana Rock says, this stream has been my safe place on Twitch. The amount of love and just genuine human. It really feels like hanging out and just being with friends. So that's huge.
That's kind of what I try to do. Like I really like saying that it's a community. Like I like everybody coming together and us all just having fun. That's why I like having the community nights every week, where like anybody, like if you're here and you want to jump in the Discord, we have the voice chat open. Let's all voice chat. Let's just all play these games together. Let's all talk and joke around and laugh, and everybody can just come on and be a part of the stream themselves.
Oh, that's wild. Okay, well, I didn't know about all that. So I mean, I might have to pop in and aggravate you sometime. Yeah.
It's just a whole nother voice chat during community night.
Oh yeah, just tell the folks with the soundboards to cool it, and you'll be all right.
Sounds much crazier than ours sometimes.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you have like, I want to say that. What is there? There probably is like a soft limit that you should just like, for the sake of sanity, be like, okay, only 6 or 7 people in the Discord, because if it goes to like
Not
10,
on community night.
Yeah, on community night it's a little bit crazy.
We usually don't get like a gigantic number. I'd say maybe 10 people is the most I've had on a community night actually in the Discord. Because I do have like safety protocols in place. Like you do have to have a role in the Discord that either my bot assigns you after you've posted enough and we know that you're not here to cause trouble, or that if it's somebody I know ahead of time isn't here to cause trouble, I can give them manually.
Right.
So we do have a level of security to it.
Yeah, it's not just willy-nilly. Hey, everybody come on in, dogpile and act stupid. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because that's the same. It's the same with like the game codes channel. Like we have a channel where we put like Jackbox codes, and you have to have that role to even see the game codes. Because I don't want somebody showing up, grabbing that game code, and doing something in the game that'll get me like TOS.
Oof.
Yeah, definitely.
Welcome in, Momney.
So we are careful about it.
Momney just popped in the chat. She's another wonderful person.
We like Momney.
Yes, we do. And yep, I'm interviewing the Mike fellow there, Momney. So that's awesome. We'll move on. Let's see. The next question would be, what is your worst experience so far and your best? Like, what if you had to put them on a poll, tangent either side? Worst and best.
I would say worst. I hate bringing it up because there's a couple people in your chat that probably remember when this happened. I won't go into details, but I kind of lost control of things. Like there was just a lot of stuff going on, and I kind of had a moment where like I wasn't enforcing my boundaries properly, and I kind of got a little bit bullied, and I kind of didn't know how to respond to it. Because it was kind of lighthearted, but it was also kind of making me feel bad because I thought I was doing something wrong. So it was kind of a weird miscommunication, like between me and chat, where I just kind of had to like just end the stream, and I was sitting here like processing, like, okay, I gotta make sure that we have like clear boundaries, and It was kind of a weird thing over like what game I was playing and what game people wanted me to play, and like I kind of felt like, well, I'm not playing the game people want me to play. Like I kind of started feeling bad about it. That was I would say the worst experience I've had so far, because it almost kind of turned into a me versus chat situation, and I never want something like that.
You never want that. Yeah,
Yeah. So I kind of figured out like, how do I diffuse this? How do what boundaries do we set?
Yeah, and that's totally fair, because like you're putting this on and you want to entertain people and you want to be friends, but simultaneously you also want to make sure that like you're not being too abrasive to anybody. Totally respect it.
Or that I'm not letting anybody be abrasive to me as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta have those boundaries.
Best experience. There's been a lot of. I'm trying to pick like what would I say my actual best experience was.
So I just want to point out something. You were immediately able to jump right to one specific instance that you would consider a bad instance, but yet whenever it comes to your best experiences, you have to process because you've got so many. I'm just saying, like, isn't that great?
Like, I can't think of that many bad experiences. Like that's the thing. Is like
that's what's great though.
Because I haven't really had that. The level. Yeah, that was recent too. It was
700. What?
Level 13. We had a level 13 hype train.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, chat just went completely batshit on me. And like they could tell that when the hype train started, like I was really surprised by it, and then they kept going. And the more they broke me, the more they kept going because they wanted to keep breaking me. Like I was just sitting here, like hands over face, like unable to. I'm like, what do I even say?
Yeah.
Happening? Like I can't say words for this. Yeah. And like they were just having a ball, like, oh, we broke him, he's broken. They took a clip, yeah, broke Mike.
Oh, that's so funny.
Like, yeah, but where do I go from here? I'm like, this is a peak. It's like I almost just kind of want to say, okay, bye guys, see you next stream. We have nowhere to go from here. Like I was like, where do I go? Oh, that was a community night too. So like we had a Jackbox lobby that was just, so we have the Quiplash music just playing on loop in the background of this whole thing.
It was your backing.
It was just a bonkers experience. It was nuts. Like that I would say, yeah. Especially because I actually have the ability to say that I got a level 13 hype train. Like my chat gave me that. Like that. I have not
Wild.
seen many other since they lifted the cap. I haven't really seen many other that high. So like that kind of gives me a little bit of like shit. I actually
They made. Hold on
my
a
chat
second.
had so much fun.
They raised the cap.
They
Like,
got rid of the cap. There is no cap to hype trains anymore.
I made a.
Keeps going.
Oh my god! I made this thing where it's like a hype train would come out and like assemble in box cars and shit, and then the cap was 5, and now that's fucked.
Yeah, there's no more cap. It just goes as long as chat keeps it going now. They changed that maybe about a month or two ago.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's awesome, and that's
so
certainly a good experience.
Going insane.
But I just
definitely good experience. I would never have expected that. Like I'm just like it's between 500 and 600 followers. Like I never would have expected something like that's something I would see like on other like bigger people I know. So that just really shocked me that like my chat was having that much of a ball that they just went that insane.
Floored you. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Kidwin, what were you about to say? Sorry.
I was gonna say I don't know much about Twitch. Can you guys explain the hype trains to me?
Oh yeah. So, do you want to do that?
So what it is? So you can share bits or you can subscribe or you I don't know. I don't think donations count towards hype trains. It's either sharing bits or subscribing or gifting subs. And depending on what you have your threshold set at, if enough of those events happen off the backs of each other in quick enough succession, what'll happen is a hype train will start and it'll be a big thing at the top of chat that'll say hype train started, and you'll have like a percentage where like the more people keep gifting or cheering or subbing or whatever, that'll keep going, and like you'll end up with enough from that'll say like, okay, level 1 100% complete, and it'll go on to level 2 and start counting up. And like each level it takes more to get it to the next level.
Yeah, so you went all the way to 13.
Kind of a thing to get like chat fired up to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then also, once you go up so many levels, you also get put on the front page. I think that we were talking about that before. And so, like, I guarantee you that he was on the front page that night. So that's awesome.
Which is really insane to think about.
Yeah, you were up there for the whole world to see if they just went on the Twitch that night. There you are.
Just looked.
There you are. Oh, okay. Says, hi, first time viewer, long time fan of Toxic Tatted, Amy Canada. Oh, well, welcome in, Amy. Tonight we're interviewing our fella here, 171st Street Games, and he's telling us about himself, and we're just learning about him tonight, and then we're going to do a discussion panel shortly after, and just kind of babble on about whatever. So, let's see. I guess let's see. So I guess, well, this is getting, oh no, my stupid audio thing is in the way.
You have 2 number 4s in the list that you sent me.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, that's what happened. What is wrong with me? Okay, so it's important.
I noticed that a little bit ago.
Okay, so yeah, then you see the other one is, let's see, when people go to your channel, what kind of content can the viewers expect? Like what is 171st Street Game?
Chaos.
Chaos. What an answer.
Absolute chaos. It's me being a long-time video game player, and I have 2 modes. I have exactly 2 modes when I'm playing video games. I am actually I am either very good at video games or I am very bad at video games, depending on the day. Like it's just a day-to-day thing. Like a switch in my brain goes on and off, and you'll either come in and see me do some incredible shit on a video game and be like, oh wow, that was cool, or you'll come in and just see me screaming at the game like, why won't you do? And like hitting myself in the head with a gun. No, I don't hit myself.
There's no gray area. It's just
there's no gray area. It's either I'm really good at video games or I'm really bad at video games. And this isn't even just on stream. This is just in life. I don't know why. In general, I just have really bad days or really good days. So sometimes the content just comes from me just doing embarrassingly bad at a video game, and just causing comedy from that. I can sit and laugh at myself during it though, so that's
sometimes that's the best content.
Oh yeah, I have commands and redemptions for chat to hound me when I'm making a fool out of myself. I am aware of it. Like I'm like, yeah, go ahead, use the redeems and commands and make fun of me. I'm making fun of myself. Just go for it.
Well, that's
just do it. Do
that's
it.
awesome.
I also have a bunch of just random chaotic commands and redemptions that chat can use anyway. Like I have just random videos they can play on chat, either as redemptions or if you're a subscriber, there's commands you can do. There's like I have like 20 or 30 different just sound commands that
Just
subscribers
sounds.
can use. Yeah, just
Jeez.
sounds, just random sounds. A lot of them are memes from TikTok. new memes from TikTok happen, and I'm like, oh well, everybody knows what this is by now. Command.
So Christiana Rocks points out truffle oil, bear arms, crippling depression, and grandmussy. The last one sounds particularly terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
My channel is a channel of running gags. So truffle oil has been a thing ever since we were playing Stardew Valley. And I got a letter from Mayor Lewis saying, Tino, I need you to bring me truffle oil. Don't ask me why. And that is probably I think that's one of the clips I sent you.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think truffle oil is one of the clips I sent you. And that truffle oil has just been a running gag ever since for like a year and a half now. Truffle oil has just been a running gag on the channel. We bring it up in like answers on Jackbox where it's appropriate.
So it is a community meme.
Yeah, it's a community meme. So is bear arms, because I had a dumb joke. And it's why the server is named the International Coalition of Bear Arms, because I made a joke and I said I don't understand what the big deal is for people about the right to bear arms, because if I can get the arms off of a bear, I deserve to keep them. Did you know how hard it is to get the arms off of a bear?
Oh my god.
No, I have a right to those bear arms. Those are mine now.
I just have this image in my head.
Take those away from me. I worked really hard to get the arms off of that bear.
Give it up, Winnie.
That is not an easy task.
So that's been what's crippling depression. Oh, that was my moderator Bella. We were playing Jack. Yeah, crippling depression is funnier than you think. We were playing Jackbox, and it was Quiplash, and the prompt was rejected line from The Shining. Here's blank, and my mod Bella put crippling depression.
There's crippling depression.
There's a clip of that too. I fell backwards laughing.
Oh my god! Well,
my brain was like, here's crippling depression.
That's gold.
Exactly.
Pure gold.
Exactly what it sounds like. The prompt, I believe, was something along the lines of where grandma hides her money. And the response from me was in her grandmussy.
Oh my god.
We get blue. Like the thing with Jackbox on my channel, the thing with any group games on my channel or in voice chat, my rule that I tell people is as long as it's not against TOS, this is an 18+ channel. I don't care.
Oh well, yeah, I mean,
I was like, you can do dirty answers, you can do vulgar answers. As long as it's funny, go for it. And as long as it doesn't violate TOS.
Yeah.
Just don't get me banned from Twitch. That's my only rule.
Yeah, and there's only like a few things that really are standing out that can really get you banned. So it's just don't do those things. Yeah.
Like don't put slurs in the Quiplash answers, please.
Yeah. And then thankfully
that's a low bar.
That's a very low bar.
Very low bar. Just please don't put slurs in the Quiplash.
You literally have to lift it off the floor.
Not asking for too much there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So for some reason, see, Amy asks, what are the things... Wait. Oh, she's asking Christy, what are things used / felt during sex? And then Vishal answered her, said, this is an Arby's. Okay.
Oh, no, because Christy said truffle oil, bear arms, crippling depression, and grandmussy. So Amy's like, what are things used and felt during sex? They're like playing their own game of the $100 million pyramid.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
I thought it was funny.
Don't apologize. No, that's funny. I was just confused for a second there. No, it's perfectly fine. We're all chill here. So let's see. I guess the next question would be, what would you consider unique to your channel that sets it apart from the others? That's kind of a finite honing in on, something that like you would.
because that's a difficult question. Because I mean, like, if we're streaming on Twitch and like we're most of us, at least most of us in like the community, like we're playing video games and we're like interacting with chat, and like what what really can any of us do that nobody else has thought of? Because like I can't say, oh, I have a bunch of channel point redemptions that make videos appear on my screen. There's like 1,000 other streamers that do that.
True.
I have commands you can type into chat that make random sound effects, and so many other people do that.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's really hard to zero in like what can someone do. I have DJ Pikachu, and that's about all I can think of.
The what Pikachu?
DJ Pikachu.
DJ Pikachu.
So DJ Pikachu. So when I go BRB, I'm gonna pull it up because I'm using my virtual camera.
Okay.
My BRB screen.
Oh.
Oh,
look at
DJ
that.
Pikachu.
So I have music playing, and he has an entire little DJ setup.
Nice.
Who followed? Why is my Capamon going nuts? Nothing happened, Cheryl. Calm down. Yeah, that's DJ Pikachu. So like I'll have like music playing, and he'll just be sitting there like DJing music. He has his own Instagram page. We went to Vegas a month ago. That's like one thing that I have that nobody else has a DJ Pikachu. So I'll give myself that.
That's fair.
I have a
He's got a tip cup and everything.
I don't have a DJ Pikachu. Hecto?
He
doesn't have a DJ Pikachu.
He has a fill in on Thursday nights, because Thursday nights is when we do horror games now, and also his fill in for October we have DJ Mimikyu. It's a little Mimikyu that sits back there and DJs and has different little spooky decorations.
Oh, that's cool. Switches it out. Nice.
We have a ghost type DJ for horror streams. Like that's like a little thing I have. I guess I have a lot of mascots. I would say is like one of the things that a lot of people latch onto, because I also have
Well, I mean, look behind you there. You got like tons of little stuffies and.
This is Spudley. I bought him because he looks like the cat that we have in Stardew Valley. So this is pretty much the IRL version of our Stardew Valley cat, Spudley.
Okay.
So we have him, and
cool.
chat can have me bring him out, and we have
the Metroid.
Who's a little baby Metroid from when we played another Metroid 2 remake. My mod Bella, when we got the baby Metroid at the very end of the game, my mod Bella decided that his name was going to be Squish, and she was going to hear nothing else. His name is Squish. This cute little baby Metroid is Squish. And I don't know how far people in your chat have played through the Metroid series, but I felt really bad that she named him because she got her heart broken a game later.
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay. We recently we did the actual canon Metroid 2 remake in October, so we got to be reunited with Squish. But I got that little plush baby Metroid, so I can have a little actual Squish on chat. He's like our little mascot. He has an emote and everything. So I try to just make characters and mascots and things for chat to get involved with. I have my go ahead.
No, I was about to say, for being somebody that wasn't able to find out something unique to their channel, you sure are listing off a lot of interesting things. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's just mascots, like little characters to have around. So it's like it's not just me. We've got me and DJ Pikachu and Squish and my little unicorn Capamon that chat named Cheryl last year. And then I have, for spooky streams, I have a ghost Capamon that my chat decided his name was Spooky Sam.
Yes, Christiana Rocks was mentioned. Spoopy Sam and Cheryl.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
My little Capamon that are on the screen. So I just try to kind of fill my streams up with like all of these little characters and mascots that we can have, and make emotes out of them, and we can have like little memes and jokes in Discord with them and things like that.
Okay, that's cool.
That's one thing I have.
One thing I saw that I particularly liked was whenever you switched to your Be Right Back, there was like a thing in the upper, like you have positive messaging all over that whole screen, just about.
Oh.
Just you matter, and you know.
DJ, where is it? There's the one on DJ Pikachu's screen. I have one says like you're awesome, you're amazing.
Very positive.
That actually was inspired to me. I actually have that on my normal gaming screen as well. I have it up at the top, right above my camera, where it says "You're awesome. Don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise."
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I actually, that wasn't my own organic from my brain idea. That was actually inspired to me by one of my friends I told you about who encouraged me to get into streaming on Twitch, Sweetheart Alley. She
Yeah.
also has like a lot of positive messaging. That was what drew me to her when I saw her and I recommended, and I went to her stream. She played like Twilight Princess, and she had like all of this positive messaging on her screen. I was like, I really like that. That's really cool that she has that for people. Just kind of like, you are special, you are valid. I was like, I really like that. That's like, I like the positive messaging.
Oh,
So
thank you.
when she kind of helped inspire me to try streaming on Twitch, I was like, I kind of want to have like a similar vibe. I want to have like that positive messaging. Like I really like that approach. I want to have good positive messaging like for my viewers on my stream to just kind of remind them, hey, you're cool, you're awesome, you know.
Yeah, and that's very good. I was real quick though, Amy, thanks for the bits. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that. My guy, let me say though that's honestly, I feel like the world needs more of that kind of thing. So it's like if people are visiting and instead of seeing like, you know, stuff that's dragging them down, that they see some stuff that either makes them smile or lifts them up, and maybe just like makes them repeat it in their own head because they read it. You know what I mean? They see it on the screen, they read
like
it.
anything.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
it's so hard to get, but especially with everything that's gone on in the world in the past handful of years, like it's so easy to get bogged down. And like I like the idea of reminding people, hey, you know what, you're cool, you're awesome. You know, don't let people tell you you're not. I just kind of create a safe place for people to come and just hang out and have a good time and feel positive. You know, nobody's gonna make fun of you or belittle you or berate you around here. You're gonna come here and you're gonna be part of the family. You know.
Yeah, positive space. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, Kitowin, did you have anything to add there, or?
No.
Okay, no, you're fine. I just want to make sure. Let's see. Okay, the question 6. Let's see. When you see your channel so many years from now, where do you see it? Is there any kind of improvements you want to make? Any kind of growth, or things you're looking at your stream like, I'd like to change this around. I'd like to do this, or maybe build on your computer. I don't know. Just growth. Where are you growing?
I definitely need more RAM in my broadcasting computer. I actually have that. I have that on my wish list for my family to get me for Christmas. My brother's probably gonna get it for me. I need RAM for my broadcasting computer because every now and then I will drop bitrate randomly. Usually when Malwarebytes decides it wants to scan for viruses, it decides it hates OBS. Like I'll see my FPS tank, and I'll see myself at like 5 frames per second on OBS preview, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get that pop up in a second that says we found no viruses on your computer. Like I know,
no
it's like,
virus.
Oh, Malwarebytes, there you are.
It sounds like it's the virus.
Yeah, It's weird to think about like what I want to, because I'm always like, you can even ask like Christy. I change things so often. Like I will add things to the overlay. I'll take things away from the overlay. Like I'll kind of move things around. Like I just earlier today rearranged my Nintendo DS overlay because of a thing I'm doing for Pokemon next week. And just completely sat in Photoshop and rearranged the overlay. I want to get, for when we do our horror streams, this is going to be a new thing I want in the near future. One of those heart rate monitors.
Oh yeah.
So it can say where my camera is, what my heart rate is. Because especially playing Poppy Playtime yesterday, I have a feeling my heart rate skyrocketed during that game. And I think it would be funny.
I will say I got one of those things, and all I've done so far is taught me that I've got a heart rate that I probably need to get checked by a doctor.
That's what I'm worried about seeing that on screen. It's like, oh, I don't want to concern myself too much. But I mean,
well, yeah, I'm just saying it's awesome though. I mean, it's free service. You just buy the product. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Fun to kind of get chat to laugh at, like, oh shit, look at how freaked out you got. I guess that's where I want to improve and change the most, is just try to find interactive things for chat to do, or for chat to see, just kind of ways to interact with viewers and chatters. That's kind of where most of my changes that I typically make come from. Like I'm going to find new video things for them to play. I'm gonna find like new commands to make them do different stuff. Like I just recently started like a coupon system in my bot where like different things like I can award them coupons to like spin a wheel I have for us to all play a community game, or spin a wheel for me to wear one of my bunch of hats that I have over here.
Okay.
Spin a wheel and make me eat a super hot Bean Boozled Fiery 5 jelly bean.
Oof.
You know. Yeah. Those are fun. I've got the Carolina Reaper twice, and I hated it both times.
Oh my god!
Awful.
Yeah, Toxic actually, she used to. That was her whole thing on her stream, was just eating hot things, and then people would dare her to eat hotter and hotter stuff. So it's like, yeah.
I like hot food typically. It's just concentrated in a little jelly bean.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough.
It sounds like it would be. I can't imagine. Finding
more things to do with the community. Maybe try to find more like multiplayer games for like community nights and things like that. Like that's where I want my ongoing improvements to be. Is stuff that I can do with the community.
Yeah, that's actually very awesome too. And considering, like I said, I went in your Discord and I could just tell that you're very engaging, and to an extent that like I really am inspired that I probably need to be just as engaging myself. And
thank you.
I'm just,
it can be hard. I sometimes have a hard time keeping up with Discord. I can be bad about it.
Well, I mean, everybody in there's talking, and
very bad about keeping up with Discord.
Well, my problem is I can't get people talking, and then but you seem to be really good at it. I'm just saying, like, you've got like a knack about you that, you know, your community likes to talk amongst each other, and that's awesome.
And I love that. I love that everybody can kind of come together.
And plus, everybody seems like they're not toxic. They have a pretty good sense of humor. I know that we have a few members that we share amongst ourselves, like as well, like you know, Christy and Mom Neil pop in.
Vishal and Bella and
yeah, those guys. And they're a great community just to begin with. So yeah, props for just, you know, maintaining that and growing that, because like I want to say that like I think something that is really discounted from being a small streamer, that is probably like I heard from a large streamer. They said that that they miss whenever things were just a little bit slower, because like a lot of the large streamers, it's like their chat is just flowing by and they can't interact with people the same. They miss it.
That's what I get afraid of sometimes. Like that's where I kind of make sure people know, because like I also have very lurky streams, because like I don't do a lot of like just chatting at the very beginning. Like I know a lot of people like immediately they jump into just chatting, and like they're sitting there for like a half an hour to an hour just chatting. It's like I get so awkward doing that. I'm just jumping straight into the gameplay screen, and we're just gonna play games now. And like I understand that lends to a lot of people just lurking, because they just kind of want to watch the content. And I always make sure people know that's fine. Don't feel pressured to talk in chat. Like just being here and, you know, just watch and be entertained, whatever, you know, laugh along with me or whatever the people that are being active in chat are saying. Like I very much, because I fear the day that, because I've had times, especially like during the month of October, I had a couple of big things go on in October where chat was going a little bit too fast for me to keep up with, and that
because you want to engage people, but you get overwhelmed. So there's always this anxiety, I guess, between, you know, either nobody being there or too many, you know, there's so much going on. Yeah, but you may be finding that sweet spot right in the middle right now. So maybe that,
I'm hoping.
So that's awesome. And I guess let's see, what's it? The next question was, if Jacksepticeye or some other mega streamer dropped in your channel, as they tend to do they post it up on YouTube, and donated like $1,000, what are you spending it on and why?
I would say a decent chunk of it would be equipment. I would probably if some mega streamer or something like that like dropped like $1,000 dono, I am probably using that as a big chunk to take whatever other money I have to get a new gaming computer for stream. Because this one that I have, a lot of times for stream, I kind of have to dumb down the like the graphics on certain games. Like I have to go in and kind of set the graphics down. You know, no 60 FPS. We're just going to do this at 30 FPS. We're not going to do this at 1080p. We're doing this at 720p. I have just a very little screen on my on my stream. It's already shrunk anyway, so nobody's gonna notice. But I can't overwhelm this thing, so I feel kind of sometimes like I want to have a better visual experience for my viewers. So I'm like, I would probably try to get an upgrade this one, so I can actually have more of a better visual experience for like when my viewers are watching me play games. They can actually like,
Yeah.
I don't know, see like have a better like graphical view, like actually be able to see, you know, you can actually see the game like the best way it's supposed to look. Because I feel bad sometimes, like maybe sometimes if someone comes in and like sees that I don't have like the maximum graphics and resolution, they might be, oh, this looks like ass. I don't want to watch this.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
although that's not really that kind of person probably isn't somebody I would want to watch anyway.
But Chad is let's see, Christiana Rock said a new air conditioner, and Mommy agreed that thinking the same thing.
The little one. So last year, Christy actually donated me a little USB air conditioner that sits on my desk. It works okay enough. It does the job. It's just I'm in the middle of the Mojave Desert, and we get up to about this past summer we were up to about 116 degrees some days. Yeah. So try as that nifty little air conditioner might. I can have that, and like I have a desk fan over here that was also on me. I have a stand-up fan over here that was also on me, and a little fan behind my table here to keep my broadcast computer cool. And this room still felt like an oven all summer. So yeah, probably a new air conditioner might be good too. You guys could see my face less moist during stream in the summer.
So, do you mean that
constantly?
So, do you mean that in a literal sense or a metaphorical sense that you're in the Mojave Desert? Like, are you actually?
I'm in the Mojave Desert. I'm in Palmdale, Lancaster, California.
And thanks again, Amy. That's very kind of you for the bits. So you're actually at a desert.
Yeah, I'm in Lake Los Angeles, California. It's just out. It's in the high desert area. I'm maybe if anybody like if I can give any big landmarks, I'm maybe an hour away from Victorville.
Oh wow! I was about to say don't dox yourself, but I'm just really curious. Like you said, desert. So
yeah, towards the west, I'm about an hour away from Victorville. So like in the day, like there's Joshua trees around me.
Oh geez. So like, but so the temperature in your house is probably insane. Your computer's mad at you.
Especially because we don't have central air here. We have a swamp cooler, but it doesn't really do much for the room I'm in while I'm streaming because I have to have like the door closed so I don't have a bunch of animals chasing in here and tripping over wires and stuff. I'll try to keep my window cracked, but still like with all like the big TV I play on, and then like the broadcast computer and then the gaming computer over here, and like all of the lights and everything on, it turns into an oven in this.
Oh yeah, those things make heat.
Yeah, it gets bad.
Thank you so much there, Mondi and Amy's donating their bits. That I really appreciate that. Actually getting a hype train started. But I mean, I'm sorry if I can't immediately respond. I want to ask him his questions and then like give him his space. So if I don't respond immediately, just thank you so much. And automatically just before. Just so everybody knows, I'm not trying to be like rude or ungrateful. I do appreciate any kind of bits or anything you put toward it. Let's see. So now all right, here's the section where I'm gonna throw up some the clips that you sent me. Oops, not that. Get out of here. Shoo. So, and then if you want to, like, I guess we could talk about it while or after one's over or something of that nature. But, yeah, you sent me some clips earlier today. Oh my word. Oh, thank you so much. You did get a hype train going. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I think it was going, wasn't it? Oh, it wasn't started yet.
No, I hadn't started yet. It was on the way.
Oh, there you go.
But it's nice to see that my train is broken. Twitch just says, you know what, this just is not working anymore. But it was a little animated train that would roll across the screen and like stop, and then like if a cart came in, it would get added. So I do appreciate that, you guys. You don't have to do that. If anything, like I kind of want it to be like thrown at Mike here because he's awesome. So I'm gonna have to pay it forward. So, oh, there it is. Thank you so much. Ooh. So that was a whole bunch of gift subs, 5 of them, from Momney to Bishtel, Okami, Explicit, Brass, and Zephyr Wolf. So yeah, we're gonna have to wait for that to wind down. Holy crap. Thank you so much. I just don't know what's happened to my train. It's dead. It died. Hold on a second, or maybe it's just not added on the screen. That's all. I think that's all it is. So, oh my word.
I hate when I forget to add stuff on it.
There, yep, there it is. Okay, so there's my train. He's a little Thomas the Tank Engine there. And, yeah, it's apparently at rank 2 now?
Yeah, you're at level 2 now.
Oh my god, you guys. I know, wait. She's gonna start throwing marshmallows. You guys. Alright, I'm gonna end up changing that because that song just carries on. Oh my god.
What is the song?
It's at the time I didn't have any like prop set up, so I literally just pulled it off of a thing. So it's nothing special. But yeah, thank you for the bits, thank you for the sub donos. That's super cool of you to do that. And yeah, like I said, don't knock it off.
You can tell Stat that, but when you tell Stat that, they tend not to listen.
Well, that's true. Holy shit. Okay, she scared the living shit out of me. She's like down here. And at first I thought this like really, you know, like this dog got in the house or something. And, oh my god, she's okay. So she usually throws marshmallows at me as a thing. So she's gathering ammo. But yeah, really, it's like waist level just coming across me right here. Just scared the shit out of me.
Violence.
Oh, geez. Yeah, see, she's already hitting me with them. So yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, I do have an intro song. So, okay, so back to the clips. Let's ow. Ah, jeez. Okay, just.
I think I sent you 3.
Yeah, you sent me 3. So
a pretty good microcosm of things that happen.
Yeah, I wanted to display the you know the what you would consider like some of your favorites. So let's roll it out here. I'm just gonna throw one up here.
I need truffle oil. Don't ask me why. Okay.
That's the truffle oil one right there.
I need truffle oil. Don't ask me why. Mary Lewis. Don't ask me why. Are you playing a wild night with Marnie there, man?
Oh wow.
I kinda wanna ask why.
Oh my god, thank you guys.
If you didn't say don't ask why, I would have assumed it was for cooking.
Just know that a lot of this I'm gonna push right back at Mike, okay? So
but we already know his boxer shorts are in Marnie's room.
No, I feel like it's necessary. So
he doesn't want me to ask with the truffle oil.
Passing it, you know, paying it forward. You know, showing the love.
I'm not here to kink shame. Go Mayor Lewis, but you didn't need to tell me that, man.
You know the writers of that game probably
That's a bit
Oh, they do,
because
you can also catch Mayor Lewis and Marnie in the bushes at night.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my god.
Is that what he needed it for?
Probably. That's what I assume.
Yes, thank you
I'm pretty
guys.
sure that's what Chucklefish wants us to assume.
It's very implying.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you everybody for the subs. I'm on the for the last 2, and so yeah, and Momney for the 5 there. Holy crap, I do appreciate that. And like I said, because we are sitting here interviewing Mike, it's supposed to be his time. I'm gonna pay a lot of it forward. So, and so let's see here, because he's the man. All right, so here's another clip. I don't know the context just yet, but we're gonna find out. And
oh god,
BV's shopping. He just says,
I can't read that.
Wow, this nut smells really good. He probably meant like the pause in the face though. That reaction.
Hey, gotta do it. I gotta do my VV voice, and I gotta do it.
Oh wait, he's got a VV voice. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow, this nut smells really
I
good.
could barely get this out.
Oh, that's amazing.
Of that you're gonna get from me. I'm not gonna get a better read than that.
I saw that line and I was like, oh, why do I have to
Not
make
trying
VD
again.
say this?
I think I'll buy one.
Oh my god, dude. He just says "fuck me" at the end of it.
And I was like, I got just fuck me.
That's awesome.
Because I do voices whenever we play games where there's no voice acting. Like I will do voices for characters. Like in that game, I don't know if you played Final Fantasy IX. Steiner the Knight had Patrick Warburton's voice.
Patrick who?
Patrick Warburton. You know, Patrick Warburton.
Oh,
He's
that
Joe
guy.
on Family Guy. And he's
Oh my-
Krog. So Steiner was Krog.
That's a pretty good
We have to
impression.
go save Princess Garnet.
Yeah.
Like,
That's awesome. Oh my goodness.
yeah, I was assigned voices to characters in games, so I gave Phoebe like this little child, little kid wizard voice, and I was like, oh no, now I have to talk about this nut smelling really good. Oh
God.
no, I don't want to. It would make me. It's taking a murder. Why would you make me do this?
It's just an opportunity that presented itself, and you just knew right away.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be a clip. I know this is gonna be a clip.
That's definitely one for the books, man. Let me tell you. Let's see. Oh, thanks again there, Amy, for the cheers.
And then the
Oh wait. Christiana Rock says 100 that your
channel video.
channel video is amazing.
Yeah, it's the one I used. It's the one I used as a raid video, but I had to cut off the very beginning and the very end, and I had to speed it up slightly to make it fit inside of a minute. It's like 1:26 total. It's the video. I'm pretty sure you've seen me play it. It's the one that I play when raiders come in.
Oh yeah. I know
The
what you're
one with the
talking
Dr.
about.
Mario music in the background. Yeah.
It's got a lot of different. I mean, maybe we could run that montage afterwards because that's kind of what it's kind of like a montage.
The better version of it is on YouTube.
Amy
So
says.
I can grab the link from my YouTube for the better version if you wanted to play that montage.
Amy Cannon. Amy. It's not Cannon. I can't read from here. Amy Cannon. Okay, I had it right. It says good smelling nut. Are there samples to sniff?
Jesus Christ.
Awesome. All right. Well, there. It's, wait.
And then the third,
I think it broke the
third
train.
clip-
It went away. It's just this hype train now. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. Love to hype train. Enjoy. I think it's like you get free emotes. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, it's in that emotes.
Nice. There you go. Enjoy those emotes. And thank you for you also you get the little train icon too for doing that. So awesome. So yeah, okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Then the third clip I sent you, the big old mushroom man clip. That is just a clear window into when a game has finally driven my psyche into the ground. Just the stream of consciousness that'll come out of me. Just like I was playing Super Mario Brothers 3, and like by this point in the game, Super Mario Brothers 3 had just broken me mentally, and I was just in my own little world.
Oh wow. Let's check that out real quick. It's big old mushroom man. The clip on his. I think that. Oh,
Bing
yeah.
bong.
Bing bong. Fuck your life.
Bing bong bong bong.
You're voicing the music.
Big boy.
Yeah. Oh, for now.
I'm a
Then it
big
turns into
man.
something else.
I am man. I'm a big old man. I'm a big old mushroom man.
How long have you been playing?
I eat the mushrooms as much as I can. Make me a big old mushroom man.
This is a many hour thing.
Oh,
Dude.
I'm a big old mushroom man. I got a big old mushroom plan. And if you're hungry for dessert, I'll make a big old mushroom flan. I don't know. I'm already losing it.
Oh my god. That was actually pretty good. Like you're apparently a singer or songwriter too.
Yeah, well, I remember I used to be a karaoke DJ, and that the reason I got hired originally was because I actually I can sing. I'm a vocalist.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I make up little random songs. I sing on stream constantly. That's another one. What can people expect from your channel? Just me bursting into song like it's a Disney movie every stream. Just I will find some excuse to sing something.
That's awesome, actually.
Will hit me in the head, and I'll just be sitting here idly playing a video game. I won't realize I'm doing it. I'll just start singing. There's a clip of me terrified singing Snake Eater while we were playing Dead Space. And like I'm halfway singing, halfway screaming, halfway sobbing through Snake Eater while the aliens are trying to kill me. Like I call that clip the inevitable mental breakdown that game gave me.
So you are by all accounts a bard. Like
yes.
So under the pressure of battle, you burst into song.
I just burst into song.
That's awesome.
And I'm Snake Eater because chat was talking about that song and it just got in my head. So like I'm in an elevator and I can hear the alien walking around and I don't know where it is. And I'm in the elevator and I just like to myself, I start going, what a thrill. The darkness and silence in the night. And I come out the door and the alien starts attacking me. And I keep singing it, but I'm just screaming it, terrified.
The terror singing.
Yeah, just terror singing. Like screaming, sobbing, pissing my pants.
Oh shit! Like you're true entertainer. That's awesome. So you probably have like very few what you would call dead zones in your stream where it's like kind of a lull and just it probably doesn't exist.
Probably there's always something happening. If it's not because of chat, it's because of me. I stay very active because my mind will just because I used to, like I said, I used to do the Let's Play channel. So doing that, we didn't really have a chat. It was just me and my brother having to vamp and do like commentary on the game. So a lot of it is I'm sitting here just commenting on what's happening in the game, or commenting about what I'm doing or what I have to do or why the hell won't this thing die.
All right, that's gold. So let's check back here. And let's see. Do you have any? Let's see. Yeah, question 9. Do you have any shout outs to fellow streamers or perhaps members of your community that you would just want to note that support and inspire you? And
obviously again, Sweetheart Alley and Melody _XOX. Sweetheart Alley with 2 Y's, ALYY, who kind of helped push me into streaming when COVID hit. Rare Gangster also is a very good friend of mine. She's very supportive. She's always somebody that can bounce things off of. My friend Matrim 101 is just always very supportive. For like me and him also bounce ideas off of each other. He doesn't stream nearly as often as he would like to, but he's a very supportive part of my community, and I try to support him as much as I can. He works like all the time, so whenever he actually does get a chance to stream, I try to support him as much as I can. My moderator, Timbo Slice Gaming, is really cool. He's a big Final Fantasy streamer. He actually, as far as I'm aware, used to hold the Final Fantasy X speedrunning record.
Wow.
Yeah, he was going through some health stuff, and right now he's going through a lot of professional stuff. He should be returning to streaming soon, so he's probably going to get back into it in a big way. But yeah, I just have a lot of people that I take inspiration and support from, like Rides and Shoe Puff, Sherry Snacks, Droogle. There's a lot of people out there that that I'm very fortunate to have that are supportive of me and that can kind of inspire me and kind of I can bounce ideas and things off of, and just kind of help build this big streamer community that we have.
So sort of a roll credits sort of moment. You got a massive.
Yeah, like I mean, like if you ask me to name everybody that I feel supported by and that inspires me, it's like how long you got? Like I'm gonna take over your entire stream. Like there's no time for me to make that list.
Oh, okay.
There's so many people I'm grateful to.
So then, if anybody you haven't mentioned, they know who they are. That's okay.
Oh, absolutely. I make sure they know. I tell them all the time. I'm not shy about letting somebody know that I appreciate them.
That's very good of you. That, because I mean, I'm sure they know they appreciate being appreciated. So, but after we'll do the final bit, and then and I guess thought we could play it out with your intro.
Oh, the montage, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do the outro or the intro is your outro, so to speak, and you're welcome to stick around for the brief panel we'll have. It's actually kind of cool that we filled up a lot of the space tonight with just the the content of getting to know you. So I'm very happy that it worked out that way. So
I do have to hop off after the interview part though, because I have some stuff that I do need to do with my brother.
Sure thing, absolutely. But in closing, do you have anything else you'd like to say to anyone out there that could be listening? Like, now's the time to be like, hey, I am X, come see me.
I mean, yeah, I'm Mike. It's 171st Street Games. It's 171st Street Games everywhere. It's been kind of obscured. But that was very coordinated of me.
Yes. And also, before I even forget, I was going to ask you, what is 100? Obvious question, and probably the dumb question. What is 171st Street Games from? Like, what does that come from?
So, I wanted to have kind of a brand or like a company name when I actually started really getting into developing Firebird, because like I had the idea for years and I never was able to make it the way I wanted to. Once I actually really started getting down to like, oh, I have like an actual engine and I have resources now that I can make this the way I want to. I wanted to have kind of like a brand name, like a company name, and again, at the risk of doxing myself, but this is public information because I mean, like I have my own website, and it's not hard to dox me. The street I live on is 171st Street, so I was like, 171st Street Games. I was like, it's where I am, and it's where I'm making the game from.
That makes sense.
There we go. I was like,
awesome.
give a little recognition to this little boondocks, backwater area of the desert. And make it part of my business name. Why not?
Awesome. Well, that makes perfect sense then. So your name is you're doxing yourself.
my name is undoxing myself. Please don't swat me. I guess as far as like if anybody else is listening, I guess if you're a streamer, I guess the best thing I could say is just make a positive, safe environment for your viewers. And honestly, what I've learned in the past month, don't be afraid to work with other streamers. I had a big month in October because I actually like came out of my shell and like I met a bunch of new streamers. Like I said, it was part of a raid train, and then this past Friday, it was part of a big Phasmophobia like rotating lobbies collaboration with just a bunch of other streamers. And like I got to meet so many other streamers and like get so many different insights and perspectives, and like it's really good when we all just kind of work together. Like I hate the idea of like streamers like comparing each other, like themselves to each other, because it's like
comparing and competing.
And like we're not competing. Like let's collaborate and actually build a streamer community for the viewers, for the chatters. Like let's make a great place for people to come be entertained, and do it together.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, and that's kind of the direction that I'm like aiming at least with this right here. Is like say, hey, let's elevate each other.
Yeah, definitely with this. I like this. This is a good idea that you have.
What's that say? Momley says your town is going to come after you now for royalties.
Oh, I know, right?
They might. I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly been a pleasure having you. I understand that, like
hang on. I appreciate you having me on here.
Oh man, it's my pleasure, believe me. I was so looking forward to this because, I've seen your content. I've had people coming to me that were bragging about you. So it's like, it's all love. It's all love. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we'll play your channel trailer.
Let's do that real quick before I pop off.
Absolutely. So yeah, I'm getting ready to pop that up just now. This is 171st Street Games. Let's go.
Yeah, it was nice meeting you.
It's Friday night, drinking if you got it, man. Don't ask me why! Are you playing a wild night with Marnie there, man? You gotta get them bones from the Skelly Boys. Oh, God, you fucking hate to see it. Every 40-year-old to 50-year-old woman in the Antelope Valley's gotta be moister than an oyster. These rattos? What? The monks of Grondheim. I found a man-hawk. It's a pickaxe. When I was a kid, I went to the arcade at the mall. Just keep firing at him, eventually he'll die. If he bleeds, we can kill him. Ooh, big wallet, bigger wallet, bigger wallet, bigger wallet, bigger wallet. Oh, Oh, fuck!
That's where it is.
Drink it, motherfucker! Oh, God! Oh! Son of a... Ooh! Oh! Everything is meaningless. Give the fuck up. What'd I do?
That was a great one to go out on too. Drink alcohol, waste your time.
Yep.
I loved it, man.
That's what I do. I drink alcohol and waste your time.
But yeah, so this is Mike from 171st Street Games. Why don't you jump over there and give that dude a follow? I'm actually gonna pop up his Twitch and chat here, and probably should have a hotkey ready for that. Oops.
We're doing it live.
Yeah, doing it live. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Good old Bill O'Reilly, man. Oh my god.
That unhinged maniac of a man.
Oh my god. So,
you know.
So yeah, go check him out.
He's given us so much unintentional entertainment over the years.
I find that a lot of media does that. Like,
yeah. Especially the crazy ones.
Exactly. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and switch over to the discussion panel. And but yeah, Mike, thanks again for coming in, man.
Thanks for having me on. Go ahead and pop out. You guys enjoy your discussion panel. Thanks for having me on here. I really appreciate you giving me time on here to talk about all that stuff.
Bro, anytime. And it's nice to have somebody on that's got a lot to say, because, like, you know, sometimes.
Thank you.
Anyway, so I guess when's the next time you're streaming?
I'm taking the next few days off just to kind of recharge from October, and especially from the big Halloween stream yesterday.
Okay.
I'll be back on Friday because I wouldn't miss Community Night for the World. So Friday, I'm gonna go from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Pacific. Oh no, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. 2 to 6, we're gonna play Professor Layton, and that's I like doing those games with the community. That's like a big puzzle game, so we can all like solve the puzzles together, and then we'll do like all of our Jackbox stuff. For the second half of the night.
Awesome. Well, if I'm not driving, I'll try to join you there.
Oh yeah, I look forward to seeing you.
Likewise. Okay, so that's Mike, everyone, and I'm going to switch off to the.
See you guys.